Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd with my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to continue with the fifth part of the Happy Holiday Throw, just as you see. So we're going to be moving to this section right here where you see the zigzags going up and down, and we're going to be moving to page number 3. So zigzag right there. So I always mark in like with the highlighting of the colors. So this one looks like a really confusing repeat, but it's not, because the fact is that we're just using two colors. So we're using E and F, or whatever colors you decide to use, until we get to about the 63rd row. So what we need to do is that we need to get ourselves through a repeat on this, and then every time, for example 53 and 54, repeat rows 51 and 52. 55 to 58, repeat rows number 51 to 54. So you just have to go back to where it is. So I'm going to get yourself started, and then I'm going to rely on you to do these repeats here, as you can see in the pattern, and then we're going to pick back up, and then we're going to continue this along until the end, and then we're going to get to a row number 63, and then you just have to go back to row number 2 again, all the way to 63 all over again. And then you'll have to then repeat. Once you have that done, then repeat rows number 2 through 12, and then this whole body is complete, and then you can move on to the border from that point. Let's begin round number 49. So this is we're gonna go from the 49th row today all the way to the 63rd. So I'm blazing along quite nicely. I still have to weave in the tails, as you can see. So we're going to start off with round number 49, and we're gonna chain up 1, and we're gonna single crochet in the first 4. So starting in the first one, go right up over top of that straggler, you might as well. So 1, and then go into the next one, 2, 3, and 4. And then it says to chain 1 and then skip the next stitch and single crochet in the next 3. So skipping that one, so go to the next 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then it says repeat from the asterisk. So from the asterisk it says chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next 3, and I want you to do that all the way across the line, and I'll see you near the end of this line. So once 3 are in, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next 3. Please do that, and I'll see you close to the end of this row. So I'm coming up near to the end. I've just chained 1, skipped 1, and the last 4 are going to be single crochet. So we started off with 4 single crochet on the other side. That includes that turning chain, so don't forget that, and this will conclude off row number 49. We're gonna keep this color going. Let's turn our work and do row number 50 next. Let's begin row number 50. You're gonna chain 3, which will count as the first double crochet. So you're gonna go to the next one and just double crochet in each of the stitches. If there's a chain 1 space, just slam in a double crochet in there as well. Okay, so this is a chain 1 space, so make sure you go right into the space itself, keep that open, and continue along. So then jump into the next single, and etc. So 1 single crochet in each of the stitches and chain 1 spaces across for row number 50. When you get all the way across, you're gonna have to decide which color that you want to switch to. So this is the end of number 50. So just almost finish it and then decide the next color. I am on the fence of what I want to do here. So I'll kind of look at my project. You can follow, if you're following exactly the design, that's kind of fun too. So I'm going to choose something that is just kind of fun. So you know what, I'm just gonna go with the lighter blue. Haven't used this color yet. So I'm gonna finish it with this, and then we're gonna move on to number 50. I'm gonna weave in the ends in a little bit, but I'm gonna get rid of the gray as we continue along. So let's move on to row number 51. As we move on to row number 51, 52, 53, and 54, there's 4 rows. 2 of the first rows are one color. 2 of the second pair is a different color. So, and we're gonna single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So include that first one. We're coming out of 1 and 2 like that. Okay, now it says 1 treble in the first skipped stitch 3 rows below. So in the first skipped, it's down here. Okay, do you see it? It's right there. So we're gonna treble, so we're gonna wrap twice and just go in and stay on the front side of the work. So just pick up that empty stitch and treble like that. So that counts as the stitch that it's sitting in front of. So when you look at it from this perspective, the next stitch is what you would have used. That is counting as that stitch. So it says skip the next stitch. That's what it means, and it says behind the treble. So it says 1 single crochet in the next one after that. So you're skipping that one, you're single crocheting the next, you're chaining 1, skipping the next, and single crocheting the next. So the next time that you come down with this, it'll be coming into here, so you're leaving that space. So the next treble is going to be a 2 together, so it's gonna include this one and then go into the very next one over here. To do that, then we're just gonna wrap the hook twice and come into the 1 and pick it up. I love this stitch, by the way. So pull through 2, pull through 2, and hold it. So don't finish it. Now you're gonna come into the one, that this very next one, wrap twice and reach on over and pick it up like that. So then you pull through 2 and 2, and so you'll have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3, and that's a 2 together. So that will count as your idea and behind, so that's that empty one right here. So moving to the next one, you're gonna single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next, and then a 2 together. So you're gonna pick up this one and then the very next one. So wrapping and pick up the one that you were just in, and don't finish it, and then wrap again and come into the next one, and then pull through all 3 loops. So that counts as the one that it's sitting in front of. So single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next, and then do that again. So I'll just one more time, and then I'm gonna zip my way across. Just remember, don't finish that stitch. Make sure that those 2 come together as one at the top. Pull through all 3 loops. That counts as that one. So single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. So please do this all the way across, and I'll see you at the end of this row. So I'm just finishing up and I'm getting close to the other side, so I have my 2 together. So that counts as that one, and then single crochet, chain 1, or skip 1, 1 single crochet. So the very final one, we're just only gonna come back to here, so it's not a 2 together, it's just a treble into that same one, which will conclude that. That counts as the one that it's sitting in front of, and then finally you have your last 2 stitches. So one's in the double crochet and one's in the turning chain. So as we move on then to row number 52, we're going to turn our work keeping the same color one more time. So let's begin row number 52. So 52 is just a straight double crochet row. You're going to fill in the chain 1 spaces. It's hard to see because of this configuration where they are, but they're right in directly in the middle of each one of these that you see. So when we go to start this, we're going to just chain up 3, which counts as the first double, and it says 1 double crochet in each stitch and chain 1 space. So starting in the next stitch, just double crochet and just lean it over just to be able to get your orientation. So I'm just double crocheting, and I know that I'm about to hit it, so I can see it, but if I want to verify, just turn it over and it's directly in the middle. So that one is the chain 1 space, fill it in. So what there is in between this one here and the middle of the next, there's only 3. So if you want to count that, you can. So just say 1 and then 2 and 3, and then the next one has to be a space, and you can turn it over to verify that as well. Okay, so fill in the space, and then 1, 2 and 3, and the space is the next. You can verify it. So please do this all the way across. This is row number 52, and we're gonna be changing colors when we get to the other side. When you get to the end of row number 52, it's a straight shot of double crochet across in the stitches and chain 1 spaces. You're going to switch the color, and we're going to switch it back to what this one was here. Again, you can choose the colors that you wish. So we're now going to switch the color on the last pull through, get rid of this other blue, and then we're going to then continue into rows number 53 and 54, and you already know what you're doing. So let's just quickly review. So now that my work is turned, I am now going to repeat rows number 51 and 52. This is counting as row number 53 and 54. It's already what you know. So you're just gonna chain up 1. I would just put your straggler down on top of it so you can bury it, and you're going to just do what you already did in row number 51. So you're gonna single crochet the first 2. 1 and 2. Then if you recall, we're going to come into this empty space right here. So we're just gonna do a treble, and it's on its own because it's the very edge, and remember that counts as the stitch that it's sitting in front of. So you're going to then just take a quick peek and you can see it, so it counts as this stitch. So you're gonna single crochet in the next, chain 1, and then skip 1, single crochet in the next, and now it's gonna be 2 togethers for virtually all the way across except for the last stitch. So just do 2 together trebles. Okay, so go into the one that you were already in there, don't finish it, and then reach on over, and now you can really start to see this effect really happen before your own eyes. So once that's done, remember that counts as that stitch. So single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next, and then do your 2 together. So you're gonna do this all the way across just and finish it just like you did on the 51st row. I will meet you there because I have to do it anyway, and then we'll just kick start you then row number 54, which is just a straight double crochet across within the stitches and chain 1 spaces. So I'll see you at the end of this row. This is gonna be row number 53, just to make sure that you finish it right, and then we'll kick you into the next row after that, and then you have a nice repeat to do. So I'm just coming up to the end of row number 53, and it's just a treble into the one that already exists at the very end here, skipping 1, and then it's 2 single crochets in a row, which includes that chain 3 space, or chain 3 turning chain. Now to turn your work and do row number 54, it's just straight double crochet back and forth again. So just just back across. So chain up 3, 1 double crochet in each. If there is a chain 1 space, just look for it, just flip it over so you can see it, and then I just kind of flip over the once and then I keep count. So there's the next one right there. So it's double crochet into that space, and then remember that there's 3 in a row, so I have to say 1, 2, and 3, and then the next one has to be a space, and if you turn it you can see it. Go all the way across. This is row number 54, and then we'll talk about the repeat. Once we get there, we are gonna switch our color back to this other color too at the very end. So let's do the repeat. We have 4 rows, so you have 51, 52, and then 53, 54. You're gonna repeat this one more time. So you're gonna have another section of blue and then another section of gray. Once you have that done, in the pattern it says for rows number 55 rows number 59 and 60, it's repeating the 51st and 52nd row, which is this blue color. So essentially right where we are right now, we have a blue and gray. You're gonna have another blue and then a gray and then finally another blue, and then that's where you're going to meet me, and I'll be on row number 61 at that time. So get your homework done, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. So continuing along, this is what this looks like. So you can see that there is 3 blues. I had a lot of trouble explaining the repeat on this one here. I don't know why, but anyway, that's what it's gonna turn out to be. So now we're gonna move on to row number 61, and 61 we're now going to use this color, the gray, to come down, but we're not gonna create a space so that there is not an empty hole waiting for the next row. So let's begin row number 61 next. So row number 61, we're gonna chain up 1, and we're going to put a single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. So it's like you already know, because you need to come down and do this thing. So you're gonna treble in this empty space just like you had been before, and remember that that stitch counts as the one that it's sitting in front of in behind the scenes. So before, when we were doing this, we were single crocheting, chain 1, single crocheting, so before what we were doing is we were single crocheting, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet the next. We just single crochet the next 3 in a row. So we're not creating a space. And then the next one is the 2 together using this one, and then the next one of a treble. Okay, so that counts as the one that it's sitting in front of, so it's just single crochet the next 3 and do this all over again, and I'll see you at the end of this row. This is row number 61. So I'm coming to the end of number 61, and I'm gonna finish off the last one how we had been doing it before. And remember, there's 2 stitches after that, so that's the one that we're skipping, and then the last one here, double crochet and the turning chain. So row number 62, nice and easy, keeping the same color. We're just gonna chain up 1, and we're just gonna do 1 single crochet in each, going all the way across, and then we're gonna change our color to the color B. It's suggesting B as in Bob. So let's do that when we get back, and that will be the end of the whole thing for the repeat. So I've now just come to the end of number 62. We're turning our work and then beginning number 63. Now 63 we're using the color B. If you notice that when you start to repeat again 2 through 63 again, that B is the ready color to go in row number 2. So it's kind of strategic in that way. So what I would consider doing if it were me and I were you, but it will change your ball quantity count, but it doesn't, you don't have to keep the coloring the same. So I'm thinking the second time through you could just switch off your colors, and maybe this is not the same, maybe you can have another color combination, and it would actually be kind of cool. So it's, as a designer, it's really harder to tell people to do that, especially in a written instruction, but as a video tutorial you can always give suggestions of what you would do differently, or things that you would consider doing. So just single crochet all the way across. This is row number 63, and then we'll come back to the pattern review, and then the next video that we will have, I just need a little bit of time, we will do the border after that. So just single crochet across. So I've now just come to the very end of row number 63, and that's the end of the story, folks. So what we have to do is we have to go back all the way to row number 2. Let's just take a look at the sample, and then we'll go back to the instructions in just a moment. So we began our journey and we did this fabulous, and then we did this, 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 and this. So there's a set of 5 of these stitch samplers that go together. You're then going to start and repeat on row number 2 and cycle all the way through this one more time. Then once you have that cycled through one more time, you're just gonna cycle through this beginning one so that you end up with this chevron on the opposite side as the last thing, so it looks like the Afghan is in balance. So what we need to do is that we just need to go back to row number 2 and cycle all the way through. So back to the instructions we go. We're ending on 63. So 64 through 125 now is the 2nd to the 23rd. So all the way through except for the very first row. So start in the 2nd row. Then once you have that cycled through, then you're going to do rows number 126 to 136, cycling only the 2nd to the 12th row, and then you're going to change to A at the very last. And it says don't fasten off, and then we're going to continue to do our border as we go. So I'm gonna be reviewing this. This will be in the next video, but you just go all the way back to row number 2 and let's have a good old time. So that's it, and I will see you next time in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.